But our first alert weather alert team coverage continues with Marian Bouchot out in Yucca Valley. Marian, how are conditions out there right now?
So Haley, the conditions out here have honestly calmed down a little bit within the last 30 minutes. So the last time I came live to you, we had more snow coming down, but that snow hasn't really been sticking to the ground. So I'm going to show you what things are looking like off Highway 62 over here in Yucca Valley. So you can see there's a dusting of snow along the side of the road, but nothing really major. If you go a little further south of Highway 62, that's where we've seen more of the snow kind of building up on those hills over there. But nothing too crazy going on over here. And just to give you context, we're a little over 3,200 feet in elevation up here in Yucca Valley. But with things expected to get worse tomorrow, I did talk to locals about any snow prep they're doing ahead of it.
I think we're going to stay inside for sure and not go out on the roads.
Some Yucca Valley residents welcomed a fresh blanket of snow. Pamela Fields has been living in the area for nearly 2 decades, yet rarely sees heavy snowfall.
This is really kind of different for us. We maybe see a snow once in a while, about once a year, but so this is unusual, and it's kind of cool to see it.
Fields and her husband are ready just in case conditions take a sudden turn for the worse.
You know, just make sure we're stocked up. We knew this weather was happening, so make sure we have enough food for plenty of days.
Peter Carter also planned ahead of the snowy weather.
Well, I went to the store today because I knew it was supposed to get worse. I told my wife, I said, I'm not going out.
His main concern, drivers who are not familiar with driving in snowy and wet conditions.
They think they can go 60, 75 miles an hour, 2 cars away from each other. You know, you got to put on the brakes and you slide and you're done.
With the incoming weather, California Highway Patrol officers will be on high alert since roads will not be salted or plowed in the high desert.
So unfortunately, yeah, when it snows or gets icy, we can't really expect to have things like that, which makes it even more important that the residents understand they got to slow down.
CHP encourages people to avoid driving in the icy wet conditions, but if you have to.
So we just like to remind people to slow down and keep a safe following distance.
To stay off the roads, some residents simply plan to stay home and enjoy the rare winter wonderland in the high desert.
Maybe we'll get to go out and play in the snow. I don't know. We have a snowball fight.
Okay, so even though right now there is not enough snow here along Highway 62 where we are to do a snowball fight quite yet, conditions are expected to get worse. So I just want to heavily emphasize and remind anyone who's going to be driving out tomorrow, please be careful. Conditions are expected to get worse, and just continue to follow those warnings from CHP. Keep a safe distance and drive slowly. Live in Yucca Valley, Marian Bouchot, News Channel 3.